Hi, I'm Sinz Photography from E2WMag.com. I'm here with the infamous Kat Stacks.
Hey everybody!
We're going to talk about her book and ask her a couple of questions and get to know her better. So, Kat Stacks. Who is Kat Stacks?
I think everybody has a different definition of who Kat Stacks is, and I think the best way to know what it is to find my book online on catstacks.net.
This says Becoming Kat Stacks. So, there was somebody different before this? Was that Andrea?
My government name was Andrea Herrera, and the name Kat Stacks was given, of course, after I was born by an older pimp.
Now that you've been, out of jail for a while and everything, how has life been? How did that change you?
It made me sober. Because when you're either alcoholic or you're on drugs, I'm not on drugs, but I was an alcoholic. I mean, I would wake up and I wouldn't eat eggs and pancakes. I would wake up and drink a whole bottle of Hennessy or Grey Goose. I mean, see people different, I've changed, people change around me. Like Keel World Star, not with him anymore. It just made me a better person instead of being selfish. It just made me care more about being alive. If that's a short way to put it. Yeah.
Did you have any support while you were? Did fans reach out to you, family?
I had many fan mails daily. Some wrote me for the whole 3 years. Some only wrote me twice or once, which was still okay. Because I still felt special and important that you took the time out to write me. And I had support from Keel World Star. Not physical support. He didn't come visit me, he didn't write me, well, he did write me one letter. He wished me Merry Christmas. But when I got granted a freedom, I found out I wasn't the only one he sent the Christmas cards to. He sent Christmas cards to his other mistresses. I don't want to say bitch. His other mistresses, and was sending money. More money that he sent me in jail. So anyways, most of my support came from my mother and my son, who came to visit me every weekend. They actually moved to Louisiana to come visit me every weekend. And they were my biggest support, my fans, and fuck you. Okay.
So how did you use your skills from hustling to translate that into legal money?
Well, I never went to legal school. I didn't even finish 7th grade. So everything I learned was from pimps and drug dealers and gangbangers. Gangbangers are not really that much to know for because all they do is shoot and fight. But mostly drug dealers and pimps, and the way they handle business, like selling prostitutes, will be like a car salesman, selling a BMW or whatever, It's always a business, no matter if it's pimp, prostitution, or whatever. It's still a business, and everything I learned from the underground world, from the man who raised me, which was a pimp, I learned to use it in the legal world. Which I've met football players and stuff who told me, they were like, you can go to college and you still don't have the knowledge that Kat Stacks does.
As far as the book goes, a lot of people, I don't know where they got the idea from, but they think that this book is about you exposing people. So explain to the world what the book really is about.
Well, they kind of look at me as a younger Superhead. And Superhead is just what it's called, Superhead. You were in the industry for giving Superhead. I was never in the street. I was raised in the streets by pimps. I was a gorilla pin bottom bitch, which I got inside of my thigh. I wrote about the book. And this book is actually exposing the underground secret society of pimping and hoeing, which most people think it's regular, like pimps with prostitutes who are over 18 years old and you just choose up and pay a pimp. It doesn't work like that. It's a mental game, and most most of the girls that are in the game are turned out by older pimps who they pick up at malls or bus stops and stuff, and our girls like 14 or 12. So you grab them, you race them your own way, you turn them out, you put some makeup on them, some heels, and hey bitch, hit the track. Oh, here, I got some coffee on Craigslist or Arrows.com. And these girls, they just think this man care about them. They think they're being loved, they're their father figure, maybe they're raised by their father, or maybe their father didn't love them. Or maybe they think they have low self-esteem if they can't get a boyfriend. So here comes this man offering them his dreams, get in their ear, and teaches them how to make the $1,000 and doesn't have to go in their pockets. And that's how it becomes prostitute. Life goes on, and most people care, some don't. And I just came to explore the game from a woman's point of view because there's a lot of books from pimps, like Pimping Ken. The most famous one is Iceberg Slim. A prostitute has never wrote a book from their side of the story. So this will be a first book. So it's kind of like a hoe's Bible. Because a lot of women who have been pre-ordering my book, they be like, this is my Bible. So this is like a hoe's Bible for precaution, things, people who they shouldn't trust, how they could get out of dangerous situations and everything. I mean, I've been through like I can say everything. So everything I went through, they use those experiences so you don't have to go through that. And that's what mostly the book is about. I'm not exposing anybody except people who's done bad. So this book should be called Karma. That's it.
Now, a couple of your fans have written to you about how this book has already changed their life. So you have people who support you. Is there going to be another book? Are you going to keep telling your story? Because you have a lot to tell, and I think that I don't think you can fit it in here. I think you got way more to tell.
I could say for now, I don't trust anybody to put my book story out because the first time I trusted my ex, who's had on my back, the CEO of Barstool Hip Hop. He wrote my book. He hired editors because he said I can't write a book of my own. So I gave him a rough draft. The editors, they just think about money, not about helping. So for our grade, did a rough draft, making up stuff, talking about I got stabbed and all this stuff. And I'm like, where is the stab wound go? So I'm like, you can't put this story out. And it took me about 4 months to get them to write the real story. Once it did, I fell out with the CEO. And the CEO did not put my book out. He held it hostage for a week and a half. I fought with him to put the book out. I even hired a lawyer. He still didn't want to put the book out. And I went to another manager and I asked her for help. And I'm like, can you help me talk to this different company to please put my book out, because he violated his contract for not putting the book out in October of 2013. And she didn't want to help me. So I did it on my own because I have faith and I believe in myself. And I found a different coaching company, a small coaching company. I went to him and I told him what was going on, and he said, fuck you. And Q sent him an email. I saw it and he said, if you put this book out, I'm going to sue you for $150,000. And then I know they were talking back and forth, and thank you said, how much did you pay for the book? I'll pay you double, so you don't put the book out. And he was like, well, fuck you, because if you pay double, it's not going to be the amount of what I'm really going to make if Cass sells the book. So he finally told Q, stop sending emails and write to my lawyer. And Q stopped writing him. Anyways, with the question you asked, I don't have millions of dollars like Q does, or the No Face Publishing, my new company, does. And they usually put things their way. They don't care what you have to say. They don't care about anything. They just want to do things their way. And I got pissed off. Everything in this book, this Become Cass, everything is correct, except they changed a name. It was this girl that was turned out by my baby daddy, the same pimp. And when she goes to jail for prostitution, he changed her name. And the book company decided to change her name, her alias, and then her real name for some reason. And I'm like, why would you change the name? It's my story, it's not your story. And when the police, the federal feds read the book, they're gonna look up the name and be like, well, yeah, he gave them both the same name because he gave me an alias too. Mine was Tiffany Rodriguez. So they look at it, but okay, prostitution. They were arrested at this time, and this is who they were with. So it condones my story. And the book company changed the name. If I ever do put a book out, I have to already be having millions of dollars and hire editors to do it my way. I can't go through another man because they don't comply or want to do anything you want to do. It just, I can't do it. So if you expect another book, it's going to be, I gotta have Kim Kardashian money and do it my way, because I'm not gonna sign another contract with somebody and then I tell them I'm wearing a black bathing suit today and they're writing the book I was wearing a red bikini. You know? Stuff like that can get you locked up, get you in jail for lying.
As far as projects go, you have the book out. Is there anything else that maybe you could tell your fans that you're gonna do? Calendar, TV, anything?
I've had different offers from TV shows, and I wouldn't say anything is official because people have offered before, and then suddenly they don't answer the phone, and then suddenly I put the book out and they want to call, hey, come back. So just wait on it. That's all I can say.
So for people who don't know who are gonna see this, what is up with this awesome getup that you have on here?
I just did a photo shoot of Cleopatra, Egyptian goddess, and I feel like I represent her from past life. I mean, I did start the whole beef with Fab and Soulja Boy and IQ and other publishers, so I feel like I represent her. I'm very obsessed with the goddesses of Egypt, like Nefertiti, Cleopatra, everybody. So I'm gonna do a theme. So I hired some photography to do it, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna do the interview like this too.
So for anybody who's looking to buy this book, how can they get this book again?
On castbacks.net. You order directly through me and it will be signed. And once again, this is not a superhead book. This is about pimping and hoeing from a woman's point of view.
What's Instagram, Twitter, anything?
My Twitter is castbacks.net, and my new Instagram, because Q keeps deleting it, is castbacks.net.
Alright, so again, I'm Sinz Photography for E2WMag.com, signing out with the lovely cat. See you again next time.